Hello, and thank you all for joining my stream. Um, I am working on a card game, but lately I have some problems. Oh, I hear myself. Should be solved now. I'm working on a card game, but lately I have some problems because I try to make my opponent. I try to make the opponent a little more challenging by giving them some sort of AI. And I've been working on that yesterday night, and not everything works as it should, as you will see in a moment. Before I start, I want to set up my tablet so I can keep my eye on the chat while we um, while I stream. Why doesn't it do what I want? Please. I try to turn my screen 90%, but for some reason that is not working. So to everyone watching, hello. Feel free to give me comments in the chat. I will have my eye on the chat and I will reply just through the microphone. I hope you can all hear me well. And I guess I will just um, start talking about my game now. Let me see if I do this right. Here we go. Okay, here's my game. This is my board. There's a lot of events. Many of them are outrun events, and they just make sure the game keeps flowing. They all have their own unique conditions, so events will not try to run at the same time. Other events have a click trigger. The events with the click trigger can be will be triggered when I click them, when the player clicks them. So that's mainly for those events and for those events. And the reason is that those are the cards in your hand. You have to click them to be able to play them. Those are the cards on the table. You have to click an empty slot on the table to place your card there. But what is happening now is here we have a common event um, that sets up the flow for the opponent's turn. This icon means opponent's turn, and this icon, the other one, it means your turn. Well, in this event, I check if the opponent can play, if their hand is not empty and their table is not full. Because when their hand is empty, they don't have cards to play, and when the table is full, they don't have a place to they don't have a slot to play their card in. And then it triggers the AI. The AI starts here. It turns off all the switches needed by the AI before the AI starts. Then it starts running this common event. It checks if it can still play. If not, if there's no cards, if they don't have enough gold to play any of the cards, it will also say it can't play. But first, it will make a playable array. What does this do? It makes an array, then it checks 5 different slots, and those are the slots. Do I say this right? Those are the slots in the opponent's hand. If this slot is not empty, so the variable is larger than 0, and the slot is and the card costs less than the amount of gold you have, then it will put the ID of the card saved in the slot into this variable. This all works right. There's nothing wrong here as far as I can tell. And when the ID of the slot, this is slot ID, is 50 or up, this one is card 50, the last card in the opponent's hand, then it will start doing this. So now we have an array filled with IDs of slots in your hand that have cards you are able to play. There is a card, there is a free slot for the card, and you have enough gold to play it. After we have this array set up, we check if there is even a card in the array. If not, then the AI can't play or can't play anymore. It's possible this happens when they already did play 1 or 2 cards. AI slot and target. That's this one. That's should be quite simple, I thought. We just see if this slot, the player slot, has a card. If so, then the target slot is this. If not, then we go check this one. That's number 54. If this one has a card in it, then this one shouldn't be 0. So target slots 4, and that repeats for every slot here. And now it gets a little more complicated, because now we are gonna see in which of the 5 slots the AI can play a card from their hand on the table. And here, this can be taken out. That was just for testing, because here something goes wrong. It goes to slot 60, and then not the other slots, and that's a problem, because instead of playing its first card on the right and then here, it just plays its first card on the left and then here, which means the cards are played in the wrong order, and the AI doesn't make sense anymore, because the AI checks if the card they play first would be able to kill the card that is the target of the enemy, which is the if it can kill the target, which is the card of the enemy, and if so, then when playing their second card in the turn, they should not compare their card with this enemy, but with this one. And I can show you that later here. Well, the problem is I can show you when I start a game. Hey, what the heck? What is this? I don't even have a touchpad or something connected. What the? Huh? Why is this happening? This never happened before. What the actual? Oh, is that because my controller is connected? But why? This is because my controller is connected. and it's gone. I don't know what happened, but for some some reason my controller triggered an on-screen keyboard. But here's the game. Let's restart it so you can see my cool flash screen. It starts straight away into the game because the startup menu hasn't been made yet, and also without that menu, testing goes a lot quicker. Here you can see how much gold I have on the right bottom corner of each card. If I would play a card that costs more gold than I have, then I wouldn't be able to play it. However, at the moment there's only cards with one gold cost in each deck for testing purposes. When this card's played, shuffle in your opponent's deck. That's what you just saw happen when I played this one. And now you can see he has the first card in his hand selected. All the other cards are just unchecked, and it doesn't play a card and it doesn't end its turn. So I can still open the menu. This means there is no auto run event running. And the weird thing is, if I go check the switches that I use in the setup of the AI, here they are. All the play cards switches are on, even though only one should be on. And all the in slot switches are turned off, even though also one of those should be on, but they are not. So what is happening here? Why do why do suddenly all those slots turn on, even all those switches turn on, even though here clearly 41 to 50 are off, and we get the playable array. Those switches are not touched here, so that's okay. We get the slot and target. The slot and target. Hey. Ow. I think I know what the problem is. No, that's not possible. Okay, I don't know what the problem is. I had a short idea. I thought maybe it's this, the checking if the array is empty. For a second I thought maybe it is because it keeps checking the array after each card, but that's not true, because they would play their first card before it will check here again, which it doesn't. Here the switches aren't touched at all. Here the switches are touched. Slot 60 is on if table 60 is 0. If table 60 is not 0, then play in 51 is on. If 51 is 0. If 51 is not 0 and 58 is 0, then 58 is on. If 58 is not 0 but 57 is, then 57 is on. And in the end, if 57 is not 0 and 56 is, then 56 is on. This means after this has been checked, one of the in slot switches should be on and all the others should be off. Right? But that's not the case for some reason. Let me see here. Here we take a card from the array. This card, um, we take a card from the array if there is a card in the array, and otherwise we break the loop. This card sets let me see if the game variable 3 is 41, then are you kidding me? I think I know what the problem is. I think I know what the no. 51 and 130 is 181. No, this is good. This is good. Then why does it not work? I think... Oh, I have to think real hard. But this has nothing to do with those switches. Hey. Okay, this is one problem solved. Huh? Or is it not? Yeah. 41 to 45, that's right. Is that right? Play card, yeah, that's right. So that was one mistake. Now we know why the table slots were all turned off, but I still don't see why the hand ones are all turned on. Let's see if it works now. It does even less now. It doesn't even it doesn't even show the selected anymore. What is going on here? How is this possible? What the heck? Let's make a text message here so we can see which part here does run and which part doesn't, because something goes wrong. Something goes wrong here. Maybe it's this one. AI temp score is 0. If AI score, this should be bigger than. If AI is bigger than, oh, no, but it does turn off. What? Okay, let's see if this part of the that is a let's see in which part of the event does run and which one doesn't, because there something goes wrong here and I can't seem to figure out what it is. if anyone is watching and you see something on the screen and you think, hey, that's wrong, that should be changed, please tell me. However, I doubt it because you don't know what those switches are for. You don't know what 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 each variable does because no one told you and you didn't have a chance to have a look at them by yourself. So uh, I hope someone can help me and tell me what I do wrong, but I doubt it. I doubt that's even possible. Unless I send you my project and say, here, please find my mistake, then it would be possible. AI tests 47 is running, 48 is running, 49, 50. They all run. What the poop is going on? Oh, what? 46? 46 and it starts at... Oh, man. 46, 47, oh, 47, 48, 49, 50. That's right, that's right. It should start at 46. That's great. Um, so we need 82 minus 94. 82 minus 94. 82 minus 94. I just do this to see what it says there. Oh, it's not in the right place. Ah, I'm driving myself crazy. Hey, hey, what do I see here? Ah, I think I see what's going wrong. This. Please let this be it. Please. This should all have been in the loop and it was below the loop. So I hope right now it works. So, do any of you have nice plans for the weekend? Oh, well, this was, by the way, the buzzer I wanted to show you before. I spent my gold I can't play any more cards. And since I clicked the don't show me again, it will just only give me a little buzzer when I try to play a card without enough gold. It works! Finally, after hours and hours of searching. Don't cheer too soon because there's still a lot that could go wrong. Why does it only play one? Why doesn't it continue? It has enough gold to play more cards. And it has empty slots. And it knows it because otherwise it would end its turn. Why is this so complicated? I did this all before. I've done this before and it worked before. Why doesn't it work now? I'm oh. Oh. Maybe. That's not possible. That's not possible. This can't be it because I reset all the switches. I reset all the switches at the start of the AI. This can't be the problem. I'm 100% sure, but let's just see if this um does anything. Why do I draw 2 cards instead of 1? Another weird thing that just happened, and this here I was supposed to draw a card, but at the end of my turn, at the start of my turn, I should draw 1 card, not 2. This is start of the game. We both get 2 cards. Start of my turn, I get 1 card. That's right. I play it. I get a card because this one gives me a card. So far, so good. Enemy does nothing. So far, not so good. What is going on here? Switch card 50 is on. In slot 60 is on. So there is no card in 50. So how? Why? This is slot 50. Why is? Oh my! How? How? How is this possible? What the heck? I'm. I really. Oh, did I just close my RPG Maker? I did. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to solve it. Company fans. Oh. Oh. I think I know. I think I know. 186 to 191 186. Please let that be it. Nothing. Why? I'm going. I'll be back in 30 seconds. And I'm back. Something goes wrong here, but what? Mm, 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 mm. Let me see if we can figure this out. Those are the IDs of the variables I need here. Okay, I use um, signs like this to code stuff for myself. The this one means player. This one means opposite opponent. So if this is standing in front of the ID of a card, it means player's card, opponent's card. This means selected card. This one is the slot, the selected slot, and the target slot. And here is well, when this is in front of an ID, it means the card where this is compared to. So this means selected card's HP minus the attack of the targeted card. Maybe it's interesting if I show you how I did set up my card. My card, the basics of each card is actually an enemy. The stats of an enemy the stats of a card are actually HP, MP, HP, MP, attack, defense, magical attack, magical defense. And what those values do is a bit different because there's no battle. This will translate on the table as the card's health, and the health is shown on the right. This will show as their attack here on the left. This is their skill type. The skill type is is this icon. It can be a yellow fist like this card. This skill triggers at the beginning of this card skill triggers when the card is played. And this card has a red skull. And red skull has a skill that triggers when the card is destroyed. Then there is also an icon with a green bow. And bow means it's a ranged attack. And ranged attackers do not take damage when they deal damage. They still take damage when they are attacked, but when it's their turn to attack, they don't take damage. Which makes this a very powerful card, because it can destroy another powerful card without taking any damage itself, if it is played in the right order. And that's why it's so important that I can set up this AI, because the order the cards played in, that is the strategy of the game. It's which card already on the table attacks which enemy. That's all automated, and it all depends on the order of the cards on the table. The one most at the right will attack first, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, and finally your hero, if your hero has any attack. And it will always target the most right card of your enemy. So if there's a card here, then all cards will attack this card until this card is destroyed, and then all cards that didn't attack yet will go to attack this one, and then this one, and then this one, and finally the hero. And this works all fine. This works all fine, and for both sides. But if the card that can destroy a powerful card here is played here, and there's 3 weak cards here, then those weak cards will attack the strong card first. They will be destroyed before my strong card can destroy their strong card. So that order, the order the cards are played in, that's the strategy of the game. And that's that is, for you as the player, is it obvious that you should play the right card in the right slot. But for the AI, that is not very logical. That there's a lot of engineering behind which card is played when and where. And well, that's where it goes wrong, because I made a system where it checks if the card can destroy the most right card of the opponent, and if so, how much overkill do I have, and will it survive, etc., etc. And those values, those give the card a score, and the score, each card in your hand has a score, and those scores are compared to each other here. 191, that is the temp score. We set that to 0 first, and then see if... Oh man, that is stupid. That is stupid. That's it. That's it. Those should not have been set to 0 here. They should have been set to 0, but 146, no. 186 to 191, yes. Right? 186 to 191, yeah. But they should have been set to 0 here. And this one can be deleted. I think I found the problem. If it works, then I am happy. And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna scream. Because this drives me crazy. And again, I get to... Oh. Oh. So that did work as intended. I got 2 cards because of... By the way, if you think why are there so many cards that draw cards and no skills that deal damage and stuff, it is because I didn't make any skills that deal damage or heal cards just yet. I have skills that draw cards, and I have skills that shuffle cards either to your deck, both decks, or the enemy deck. And those are all the skills I have. First, I want to make the AI work right, and then I will make all the other skills. Here's your opponent draws a card. Everyone draws a card. Shuffle Lord Andreas Doublethong into your opponent's deck, and that Lord Andreas Doublethong shuffles 5 of Theodorus Paulson into your own deck. So when I play this one, the Lord Andreas Doublethong goes here. Then he gets 5 of those as well when Lord Doublethong is destroyed. And then when he plays those, then I get more of Lord Doublethong as well. So if one of the players have this card or Lord Doublethong in their deck, then decks will not run out of cards, because it will always, in the end, keep shuffling cards in each other's deck. And I'm out of gold. The reason why this message keeps coming back is because I keep restarting a whole new playthrough. Hey, does it work now? No. Here's that Lord Andreas I was talking about. I can't click it because it's not my turn. Why is it not working? Card 50 is on. Card in slot 9 is on. Then why? I know why. Because it again says card 50 should be played. But card 50 is empty! Okay. I really don't understand why this is the case. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. When V181, before it will take a card from the array 181, I want to see array 181. There's 4 cards here. That's right. There is 4 cards. Why does it remove? Eh? Yeah, that's right. That's right. And now it does nothing. Why does it do nothing? Here. Because play card 50 is on again. How? 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 I want to see those scores. There might be something wrong with those scores. Let's see, that's V186. 187, 188, 189, and 190. Let's see those scores. Oh, freak, 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 freak. I know it, I know it, I know it, I know it, I know it. I know what the problem is. The thing is, I'm not sure. I have to check first before I say anything. They all have a score of 0. Okay, that's a problem. What was that text message? Here. Ten plus, yeah, that's right. This is right. When it's card slot 46 and I need 46. Did I say that right? Card 46 and I need to go to... I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. This should be 40. Now, What you guys think? Was this the solution to the problem? The problem is this is card 56, 57 till 60, and this is 46, 47 till 50. And the arrays with the scores are array 181, 182, sorry, 186, 187 to through 190. And I've been calculating from this to 186 instead of from this one to 186. So yeah, I'm quite positive this has solved the problem. I hope so. Yes! Yeah! This really seems to be fixed now. As you can see, when the cards shuffle to the left at the end of each turn, all cards shuffle as far as possible to the left, so you always have to play your new cards to the right. Oh, you can't see that now. You can see it here. As you can see, the values of the health and attack, they do not move to the left as smooth as the rest. And yeah, that's a little beauty mark that I still have to work on. And I kind of know how to fix it, but it has to do with timing in the events, which are just show picture, move picture, change picture, and remove picture. However, those numbers are not pictures. Those numbers are well, I can show you. Those numbers are labels. Labels that show that show the value in the value of their health or attack, and it compares it to the max health and max attack. If it's smaller than the max, it will show red, and if it is as large as the max, it will show white. Like here, this hero has 26 health out of 30, so it shows red. Five. Why does it say 5? I forgot to erase a text message here somewhere. Here we go. Oh, I'm so happy the problem is finally solved. I've been looking for this for hours and hours and hours, and I couldn't find what I did wrong. And did you see what I meant with the numbers do not move over smoothly? The card moves to the left and the numbers just stay here. Look. Oh, I can't show you because it will not move to the left because it will kill the other cards first. By the way, this seems like a good deal that that Lord Andreas that will shuffle 5 of those into your deck, but it's not because well you basically just shuffle very weak low level cards into your deck more and more and more, which make it less likely that you draw a strong card at the start of your turn or whenever you get to draw a card. As you can see, there's 12 different cards in the deck at the start, and I only get those now. Now it doesn't matter because all cards have 1 attack and 1 health. But when there would have been stronger cards, that would have been a problem. You can see gold is stacking up until the max of 12 gold. And every turn, at the first turn you get 1 gold, in your second turn you get 2 gold, then 3, then 4, then 5. And in your 6th turn and every turn that comes after, you still get 5 coins per turn. And coins you do not spend on cards will carry over to the next turn. So there are cards that cost 6 or even 12 coins to play. However, that just means you have to save up your coins from other turns, because you cannot get more than 5 coins a turn. I lost this one, but that is because I skipped some turns when I could have played and didn't play. How can he still only have 9? Nine coins instead of 19? Hey. Is his max not set to 20 then? No, it's not. It's set to 10 still. 20, 20, 20. Let's see if we can fix this. Because those numbers should not stay when the cards move to the left. I'm so happy it finally works the way I wanted to, and yeah, I was really getting a desperate because I wanted to fix this all before I started the stream. So I tried start I ran into this problem the day before yesterday because before that the the cards played by the AI were just random. It would just always play the most left card in their hand in the most left available slot without even looking at what was on the other side or what they were playing. So I wanted to change that before the stream started. However, um, I ran in some problems, as you've noticed, and I kind of was worried that I wouldn't be able to find the problem, but I'm so glad I finally did. And there were actually a few things wrong, as you could have seen. There was a few things not in the right place, and I'm just so happy that it's finally working as I intended it. I'm getting a bit of a sore throat from all that talking, but I was planning to stream for a few more hours, so maybe I should get some honey or something. Next thing, I want to solve the problem with those numbers that stay in spot instead of move to the left, and that is here. Um, let's see, pictures, move, coordinate. Here, the cards move to the left. Um, yeah, and the problem is that, well, the problem is that when I those numbers they show up if the right actor is in the party. However, I need one actor to be copied over to another actor because each slot stands for an actor. Um, each actor stands for a slot. I need those values to be copied over before I start before I erase the other actor. So this is gonna be a gamble, but what I'm gonna try is to remove the actor um, from the table without removing the image from the card, and then copy over the one actor to another actor. But I'm not sure if that will work when the actor is not in the party at the moment. So, well, I'm just going to try. However, I don't know which script call I need to use to remove this one. Yes. Table, no. Yes, this one. Then before the card moves, and then this line should be removed because this line resets the actor to be all default, and that's what I don't want because I want to copy over those stats to the card to the next slot. To the next slot. So let's see if that worked. That is a bit hard to see if it works because all the cards are set to 1 by 1, and I need different values to see if it works or not. So this those deck setups are just for test purposes. The reason is when you play the game, you collect the cards in other ways. You don't get a pre-made deck, but I need a pre-made deck to test the game. So I now have set up a deck with all cards in there. Just the skills of many cards are not determined yet. The card might say they have a skill even though they don't have a skill yet. Here is a card with a new value. Let's see if this... Yes! It hides the numbers when the cards move to the left, but that's fine with me. You're not gonna look at the numbers when the card moves left anyway. This was a lot easier to solve than the other problem. This one try and boom, done. So what are we gonna do next? Well, there's a couple more things I need to do. I need to set up weapons. Weapons are cards you can play in the weapon slot, which is the left one of the circles with the shadow body in there. And weapons, when activated, they will lose 1 durability and give their attack to the hero. So, wait, I changed how weapons work. They still lose 1 durability, but instead of giving their attack to the hero, they will trigger a skill just like the cards can trigger a skill. And that skill could be give your hero this many attack. Here is quite a similar slot. It's the armor slot, and when you play a card in the armor slot, you don't activate it to play that skill, but that skill will play automatically at the end of each turn, right before battle, or misschien at the start of each turn, right after you draw cards. I'm not sure yet. I think it might be either one of the two, but it could even be at the end of your turn after battle, and those skills can be exactly the same skills as the weapon or the cards when they are destroyed, or the cards when they are played. They could be at the moment they could be draw a card, or your opponent draws a card, or everyone draws a card, or shuffle a card in your deck, shuffle a card in your opponent's deck, shuffle a card in each deck, and that can repeat as many times as I want. But there will be way more skills like give your hero X attack, deal damage to a random card, deal damage to a random enemy card, deal damage to random ally, deal damage to all enemies, deal damage to all allies, deal damage to all cards, deal damage to the hero, deal damage to your hero, and then that same list, but replace deal damage with restore health or gain attack or um, every way you can alter one of those cards is going to be a skill for to do that. And yeah, I still have to make those weapons. I still have to make those skills, and I have to still to make those armors. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do now. Make more skills, perform skill. Here you can see. Let's take one that's set up. Skill type 2, skill 23. Skill type 2 is when this card is played, and 23 is your opponent draws a card. Triggers that many times. So this card, when played, your opponent draws one card. That's how it works. Let's see, we have shuffle, draw, shuffle. Summon, summon. This is gonna be a bit harder to event. Actually, I don't think it's gonna be that hard to. Remember, this icon means the player. The player. Um, well, this means the caster of the game, the player who plays that. That's not true. That's not true. The caster is this one, but I have this wrong. I have this wrong with all of those. Caster, target. That's not right. This was right. I'm confusing myself. This one is player, opponent. Well, let's see. We're gonna make a player summons. That's 27. Skill number 27. When caster slot is 55 or below, that means the skill is played by the player, and if it is not 55 or below, it is played by the enemy. Summon a card. How are we going to do this? Where is draw card? Draw card. Ah, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Here we go. No skill, perform skill. Uh, 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 65. So, number one is selected to the number one is set to the magical attack of 63. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Here we go. Now it's set to the attack of the card. Sorry, the magical attack of the card. Um, yeah, of the card that is placed in the slot of which the ID is placed in game variable 3. Yes, that's it. Um, because that's the ID of the card it will summon. And we need an empty target. We need an empty target slot. Why is this so much harder when I'm streaming? Why is it so much harder when I just say out loud what I'm doing? It's so weird that I can't think and tell you what I think at the same time. It would have been different if I figured the stuff out first and then start streaming to tell you about it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna skip this one till till I can do this by myself because I have to think too hard. Um, I have to think too hard to fix that, and I won't be able to also think about, oh, how do I say this in English, and let's try it all out with bigger cards. Let's see if we can um, even finish the full game without dying. I don't have any cards I can play with 2 gold. So the opponent didn't play a card, even though they have 3 gold, meaning one second. So, they didn't play a card even though they have 3 gold, meaning they only have cards in the hand that cost 4 gold or more. Otherwise they would play at least 1 card. So they might come with big strikes after this turn. I don't want my big cards to be destroyed. I can't play them anywhere, I don't have enough gold. You know what? I'm gonna go for large damage to the hero. I'll go for large damage to the hero as well. Hey, Hey. Oh, I was like, those characters look a lot alike, but they are not the same because this is a female version and this is a male version. They do look a lot alike. By the way, the characters are from the medieval set by PV Games, Pioneer Valley Games, I think it stands for. And I have a very large database of graphics um, from this set. It's really enormous. I think I can make 10,000 cards without having to use one character twice because of all the character parts that you can endlessly combine. And if you think you can make many characters with the character generator in RPG Maker, then multiply it by a lot and you get how many characters I can create with the character generator parts I have for this set. It's endless, and it costed um, quite a coin as well, because uh, I think I have 12 or 13 bundles combined, and each bundle um, they're not cheap bundles. I think each bundle was 12 or maybe even 20 um, bucks. So yeah, it wasn't it wasn't cheap, but it was totally worth it. Even though a lot of editing is needed before you can use it in RPG Maker, and yeah. As you can say, they look fantastic, and that's just the characters. You want to see the tile set. The tile sets is not what you see in the cards, by the way. What you see in the cards is just battle bags of RPG Maker, and those battle bags are cut out, a little bit recolored, and then I drop the character on top of it, and suddenly I have quite a cool looking scene. Did I lose? I didn't pay attention to the game at all. I thought I was winning, but oh, during test phase, when you win, it also starts the game over screen. So I might have won after all anyway. Yeah. Um, I don't know what else I can do right now while on the stream. What I want to do actually is I want to make cards for the weapons and the armor. So I guess I will do just that. If you guys like to see that. And to do that, I use GIMP. I already had GIMP open. This is not needed no longer. This was made for the beginning of the stream, so everyone could see that I was about to stream. um, I have some stuff set up that I use to create cards. Let me see. This is all. Weapons and armor will have a cost, a durability, and not an attack value. They're gonna have a cost, and I'm I'm thinking if I should put durability on the cards itself, and if so, should it be on the top right corner like the enemy cards, or why is there only one freaking sword here? So there's more swords in the interiors, more weapons in the interiors um, than there is to the Knights and Templars. That's not right. That is not right. How did this happen? How did this happen? I want to start with a sword, to a simple sword. Yeah. Uh-oh. So I want to make the sword, but the sword is made to be placed on a character, and the character has their hand on the handle. That's why there's a piece of handle missing here. So I'm going to mill paper. Oh, I'm going to body. I'm going to try to solve it to by getting the paper doll of a male character, then make that paper doll all black, so it becomes a shadow like here. Humans, I need a human, I need a human. Freak, freak, freak. Now is the human, kinda, holding the sword. But this human should not be in the picture. Are you kidding me? Colors, desaturate, desaturate. Okay. Colors, brightness and contrast. Update, this is what we need. And this would be the card for a sword. Should I or should I not make this, give this card a background? I've set up all kinds of backgrounds to be formatted to the size of the card, and those are backgrounds from battle backgrounds from MV and MC both. But I think I don't need a background for a weapon. I think this dark space background's perfect for this. This would be card 51. There is something I want to do. Oh. What did I need? System. The icon set. I don't have an icon for weapon cards and armor cards yet, even though here I do have the skill types for them set up. That's a dagger and just a piece of armor. Layer skill. Oh man. I can't even use those because, well, I didn't use those on the others as well. So I need to make armor icon in one color. How am I gonna do that? Um, I don't know. I'm gonna do it without icon for now. I think it's clear that this is a weapon, right? And this is not a mouse. There's one more thing I need to do here. There's a weapon 51. So we now have a card for weapon. The tilted sword. Cost 2. And now a skill to tie to the sword. That's 5. Skill type 5. And skill 21 repeats 2 times. Skill 21 is draw a card. Repeat, so 2 cards. Durability is 3. Let's make him shuffle. Now it shuffles this card into your deck 5 times. Instead, it's gonna shuffle a weapon into your deck 5 times. I need 1 minute. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Let's see, we have a problem here because this does not recognize when there is a weapon or an armor plate. So if I would play this now, I can show you. Where is... I'm in the wrong event. Let's make a deck for both players with just those cards. 11 and 12. 11 shovels 12 in your opponent's deck, and 12 will shovel 5 weapons into the deck, into your own deck. If I did it right. But the weapons are not yet played here, but still here. Let's see if I'm right. And it does nothing. Oh, it happens when the card is destroyed, not when the card is played. That's right. And I don't have any gold to spend on cards. Why doesn't it play? It only has cards that cost 1, right? I think I did not set up the deck for the enemy. I didn't. That's okay. Now I can play this here. And it says 3 durability, 0 attack. But it does nothing. It was supposed to activate a weapon here. I'm gonna make those square and just put this card here. That is a lot easier. That is a lot, it makes a lot more sense as well. Because it's just a card placed here. Yeah, I can keep playing my weapons, but they do nothing. Now you know how I made characters. You can easily see that those both use the same weapon. Same weapon as I have here. I would love to hear what you guys think of my game so far. Do you think this is something you would play? Oh, I'm already dead. Is this something you guys would play, or um, uh, would you prefer it to be something with a story and where you roam the map? And because I'm not gonna make any of that in this game. To say so if I want to make those squares, that should not be too hard. Um, that should not be too hard if... Great, 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 great. Oh, so I need those to be gone. Then I need this to be here and here. And I need this to be here and here. Huh? Oh, the... And we need to do the same thing for red. Hey, what? Oh, I see what happened. Oh, that should be it. And now we have a slot that perfectly fits the weapon or armor. Uh, I did still not make this, but um, it should fit nicely since this shadow is set up exactly the same way as it is set up on the card. I'm thinking, should I just use this card, put it on top of there, or um, make a version without the background and just put the weapon on top of this? And I do need to make durability on this card. I do. You need to know how many times you can trigger the card, right? Oh, I can see it. I can see it when I ask for details. Draw a card, triggers twice. Yeah, place this in your weapon slot, activate to. Activate to you draw a card. That's not right. When activated moet dat zijn. That has to be skills, weapon. When you activate this. Oh, that's why the enemy deck um, was not changed. It changed my deck twice instead of my deck and the enemy deck. Place this in your weapon slot. When you activate this, draw a card. Perfect. But now there's 2 double dots instead of 1. I don't know if you call this double dot in English. That's maybe wrongly translated. Place this in your weapon slot. When you activate this, you draw a card. Perfect. I will show you how I have set this up. The info you see on the card. It basically just shows the name of the skill. This should be the skill 63 skill type. Yes, it shows the name of the skill type. And then it shows the description of that skill. And that description, so the name is place this in your weapon slot. When you activate this, then this. And that V74 is the description of the skill it has. So if it has skill 41, it will say deal this much damage to a random enemy, triggers this times. Deals this much damage to an enemy, triggers this much times. And that works for all of them. That's the only reason I have those skills. Those skills do actually nothing. They are just a way for me to show what the skill does in the information window you see when you select the card. I changed nothing, right? Did I? Oh, by the way, the reason why the info window shows this skills description and that links through this skills description, that the reason for that is because not all skill types have a skill description. Like the bow and arrow, this card takes no damage when attacking. There's no skill attached to this, so I want this empty, or just have a description that only talks about range attacks and not about any attack which isn't linked to the bow and arrow. This can close, right? I don't need this anymore. Save, please. So what I want to do is conditional branch, variable, where is it? Variable ATK, ATK. Sorry if I say those abbreviations in Dutch sometimes, because yeah, that's just how I am used to say it. Attack is not 5. And it's not 6. Where's the buzzer? You know what? That's gonna make my job a lot easier. Did I put it in the right place here? Yeah, I did. I noticed something. This little common event trigger it's set on in the wrong place here. Oh, and it's set here as well. So there was just one too many. That's okay. That's okay. So now it won't play a card in the table if the card is a weapon or armor. Because if their attack is 5, it means it's a weapon. If the attack is 6, it means it is armor. I want that buzzer sound. Where is that buzzer sound? There we go. Else buzz buzz, else buzz buzz. And there we go. I should convert this into a common event because most of those events are all equal. Only the ID of the target slot is different. That's only this line. Other than that, this whole thing is equal to the ones next to it. So I can make that into a common event instead. And I should, because then if I want to alter one thing, I don't have to do it 5 times. So now if I want to play a card, a weapon in that slot, it should not allow me. I will make a little scene that says why you can't play it, and then don't ask me again. Just like when I try to play cards without having enough gold. How come he can play a weapon here? Oh man. That is gonna complicate things. Um, how am I going to make it so the AI will skip playing weapons and knows to play that? Uh, I think um, I won't use weapons like this, like you have them in your hand and you play them, and then they move to the right slot. I think I will change that into you play this character, for example, and his skill would be equip a weapon, or your hero equips a weapon, and then that skill will equip a weapon to your weapon slot or the enemy weapon slot, um, instead of you playing it from your hand to here. That is just too complicated. Or what I could do is when you play this card, it you play it on the table and then it moves here automatically. That's a possibility as well. Um, um, I don't know what would be better. Would it be better to make weapons playable cards so I can play them on the table, and when I play them on the table they go straight here? Or the alternative is I put weapons in the skill of existing cards, and then they will be equipped when the skill is triggered. So you will never ever have a card or armor in your hand to play yourself. Only cards that equip the weapon for you. So then this should not be shuffle a weapon in your deck, but equip a weapon. I just changed the target of this card to be this card again, like before I went to test the weapons. So this card, shuffle. When this card is destroyed, shuffle Villager Theodorus Paulsen in your deck 2 times. It was 5, I just changed it to 2. That's this card that it will shuffle into your own deck twice. And when you play this card, when this card is played, shuffle Villager Lord Andreas Doublethong in your opponent's deck, triggers once. So when you play this card, a copy of this card will go to your opponent's deck, and when you have this card and it is destroyed, you get 2 copies of this one. that seems to work just right. I'm not gonna finish the whole game because it's gonna be just low level cards, 1, 1, 1, and with no interesting skills whatsoever. Let's try a full playthrough. Remember, most cards do not have a skill setup yet. Hey, did you see that? The the skills of this card should be attack 3 and armor 6. But when I played it, it turned around. Which card is that? The Knights. Whoop. 3, 6. 3, 6. And that's probably why on the card attack is on the left, armor is on the right. While in the database, armor is on the left or health, and attack is on the right. I should have placed this one on the other side, because this one will die here before this one can attack the hero, and this one would have survived. But on the other hand, now I have one with 3 attack and it is still at 4 health for the next turn. Oh. Now I would rather have a 1/1 card, because a large card is gonna get destroyed now before it can attack the hero. And suddenly I'm ahead, but not for long, because this card will make him have a card extra. He already has a card extra in his hand. I don't get the good cards anymore, so I lost. So I guess the AI at least is working, because they have the exact same deck as I have, and they beat me. They beat me hard, because he still has 21 HP left. And the thing is, I start the game, and that is um, that is an advantage when you get to play the first turn, because you get a card on the table if you have if you can play a card in your first turn. You have a card on the table that attacks the enemy hero before they can defend themselves. Besides, when they have a card on the table to attack your hero, you might already have a card on the table to defend yourself. So starting the game really is a large advantage, and yet I lost big time. I can only play this. I'm a little bit nauseous. Even though I ate right before I started my stream, and when I'm nauseous, it mostly means I need to eat something, but can't be the case this time. Last round I got my ass kicked pretty hard. Right now I didn't take a single damage, and I already dealt more damage to the opponent than I did the whole game last round. I would also like to know if you guys have seen my previous game. Do you think this card game is looks more fun to play than my previous game, or do you think it is kind of the same? Remember, the green icon means my card doesn't take any damage when attacking. So I want to use this one to destroy this. Then the second card I will play will attack the Bard, but that would be... Oh, I have another ranged... I don't have to put him straight in front of it. I just do that myself, because then it's clear for me. This one will kill here, this one will kill here. But the the results would have been the same as if I placed them in those slots or in those slots, this one here and this one here, as long as the order of the cards is the same. Oh, I thought there's no one on the opposite side of the table, so I can use my large card to attack the hero, but I'm just a little short of going. And because of that, now I have to sacrifice a large card to destroy a large card of his. Yeah, I don't think I will do that. No way, Jose. I did screw myself over there, didn't I? At this point, it's just pure luck which card is gonna turn around for me. I think I lost here, man. Everyone draws a card. I need a card. I need a card. Why is such a tiny card? Everyone draws 2 cards. I want to save the big one because, yes, it will kill this card, but then this is left on 1 HP as well. Oh, fine, it will kill the next card as well, but then they can just play a 1/1 card to kill this. It doesn't. Okay, I'm so dead. Yes, I'm dead. Well, I think this is it for now. I'm so happy I just solved the AI problem I had. It's still not completely flawless, but there's a huge improvement uh, to what it was. And yeah, I will keep working on this and make it better. And then I hope to show you all a demo really soon. I don't know how soon that will be because I always think, oh, I do this in a few days and then it will take months. And when I think this will take months, I do it in one single night, like the chess engine worked like that. And for those who don't know, I made a chess engine in RPG Maker MV, and when I started it, I was actually convinced it wasn't possible. When people asked me about it, I always told them it's not possible, and then I gave it a try, and I thought, if I'm gonna make this, it will be months of work. Next morning, before the sun came up, everything was done. It had a few bugs. It doesn't recognize checkmate, which is a very important feature um, in chess. But other than that, it seems to work flawlessly, and I never thought that what would have been possible um, that quickly. But as soon as I figured out how to do it, uh, I just went for it. I didn't stop, and yeah, a few hours later, I had a chess engine. Well, I'm going to stop for today. I hope you all have a good weekend, and we'll hope to see you all later.